13 meteorologist Dave Osterberg with your Sky Tower radar forecast.
5 o'clock on Ian in just a second, but as you're walking and getting ready to walk out the door today, we're not going to have any impacts from this storm. We're going to have a day like yesterday where we're starting off mainly in the 70s. We'll go back up close to 90 with a couple of showers around today. The impacts from Ian will begin very late tomorrow, but mainly Wednesday and Thursday at that. So again, here's your hurricane. It was just upgraded at 5 a.m. this morning to a minimal hurricane with 75-mile-per-hour winds. I want to show you something here in the past maybe 2 or 3 hours with this satellite picture. It jumps out at you, doesn't it? You see this purple. This is just a massive explosion of higher cloud tops, big thunderstorms wrapping around the center of where Ian is. Again, this has been anticipated. It is moving into an area that is very favorable for strengthening and for rapid intensification. Right, the Hurricane Center is saying that there's a 60% chance these winds, which you see now at 75 miles per hour, go another 45 miles per hour. Okay, that's really the definition of rapid intensification. So there's a very good likelihood this becomes a major hurricane. Maybe not today, but probably for tomorrow. Why is it rapidly intensifying? This is like rocket fuel to tropical systems. It's the deepest, warmest water of the Atlantic basin. And typically when storms move through this, they get a big boost in their intensity. Also fueling this intensification is light wind shear. You hear us talking about wind shear all the time. This is higher wind shear over, say, the Dominican Republic and Haiti and parts of the Gulf as well, which eventually this will run into. But right now, it's in a corridor with very low wind shear. Very low wind shear, 85, 86 degree water temperatures. Perfect conditions for a storm to strengthen. I mean, you can see just that big flare-up that we had just in the past few hours. And you're going to see more of that. And I would anticipate by later today, you're probably going to see an eye come out into this storm. Here's your 5 a.m. advisory. It's moving northwest at 14, and the general track has not changed. And I know listen to me, I got the texts, I got the social media. You want me to just push it away. It doesn't work that way. I can't do that. In fact, going right through Tuesday afternoon, coming off the coast of Cuba, potentially strengthening into a Category 4 hurricane, look how small the cone is. It's more than likely not going outside this cone, folks, okay? And that's the problem, because even if it hits the western side of the cone, we still get impacts. Closer to the eastern side, it's a direct hit. So either way, we're going to have significant impacts in the Tampa Bay area. It takes more of that western path. It's going to be storm surge and some rain. The eastern path, then you're going to throw some wind in on top of that as well. But the one thing that does concern me about whether it takes the western side of the cone or the eastern, is how slow it's moving. You know, we've had some storms in the past come racing across the state, right? With Jean, with Francis, Wilma. Yes, Wilma. We had Charlie, and they were just kind of moving along pretty quickly, in fact. This one doesn't want to do that. And that means that tropical storm force winds and storm surge will be repeated over and over for a couple of days until we can get it out. Here's Wednesday morning at 2 a.m., Thursday morning at 2 a.m. It's still just off our coast. And then going into Friday morning at 2 a.m., it's just barely made its landfall. So you see how long we're going to have to deal with it. So here are the new watches that have come out. From Pinellas and Hillsborough southward, we're under a hurricane watch. And you're saying, Pasco, Hernando, Citrus, why am I not in this watch? Here's the reason. It's done with timing. When you're within 48 hours of the event, the watch has to go out for planning purposes. So I would expect Pasco, Hernando, and Citrus, you'll be under a watch later today, okay? So moving from south to north. Storm surge watch, potentially at this point, based on the track, you're looking at 5 to 8 feet of storm surge into Tampa Bay. Now, the thing about that is, remember, it's also going to be raining at the same time. Okay, and with all that heavy rain, what does it want to do? It wants to drain out. It wants to go back out into the bay. It's not going to be able to do that. That's going to cause the flooding. So high winds, flooding, heavy rain, those are the dominant issues. That's what we're going to be dealing with, and it will be primarily Wednesday and Thursday, okay? So right now, today is going to be fine. Wrapping some things up at your house, everything's going to be fine. Things will start to go downhill late tomorrow, then Wednesday and Thursday. So hot with some showers today. We got a rain chance of about 50%. The rain chances dramatically increase, of course, late into Tuesday into Wednesday. Fine-tuning that track every minute as we move forward. And again, it's all out of here by late Thursday going into Friday.